Silencers. Almost everyone knows silencers are illegal in virtually all the countries of the world. But then a true revolutionary believes that the government in power is illegal, so following that logic, I see no reason that he should feel restricted by laws made by an illegal body. More important than rationalizing illegal ETs are the precautions necessary when using illegal weapons. Silencers are very handy for snipers and night sabotage work, where the success of the entire mission relies on silence. There are many types of improved silencers, which I will go into later in this section. A firearm silencer is defined legally as any device for diminishing the explosive report of a portable weapon. The really curious aspect of most legalities is the manner in which they are enforced. If you are arrested for possession of an illegal silencer, which is a felony, you face charges not by the FBI, but rather the Tobacco and Alcohol Division of the Internal Revenue Service, which is pretty strange. The principles of firearm silencers differ to some degree with the type of weapon and the type of silencer used. But basically, the compressed gas principle is the same. The silencer is constructed with an expansion chamber, which will contain and distribute the compressed gas, which follows the bullet. In most weapons, the gas escaping compression is what creates the explosive report. This containment and distribution are attained by using a series of baffles coupled with absorbent materials so to break up the high pressure. The sound of most low caliber weapons, such as a 22, a 25, a 32, etc., comes directly from this gas under high pressure. However, in larger weapons with a higher caliber, the noisy gas is joined by another noise, that being a sonic boom. Any projectile that moves faster than 1,100 feet per second will experience a sonic boom. There have been devices created which will not only take care of the compressed gas, but will also reduce the speed of the bullet to a subsonic level, thus getting rid of the boom. This reduction in speed is made through several different methods. One which has been proven effective is drilling holes in the gun barrel to bleed the weapon of some of its power. Another method, which is a great deal safer, as drilling a hole can ruin a gun completely, is simply to hand load the cartridges to a lower velocity. The last method for reducing projectile to a subsonic level is to force it to pass through semi-solid material. This should be accomplished with utmost care and skill. The recent popularity of spy movies has given silencers a great deal of credit, which is not due them. Since the National Firearms Act of 1934, there has been no civilian experimentation with silencers. So the type of silencers which are illegal use today are basically the same ones that were used in the 30s. This in itself offers some major disadvantages in that these devices are large and clumsy. The types of silencers used by James Bond and other super spies are physical impossibilities just because of their size. There are other disadvantages to silencers which make them impractical for use on certain weapons. For example, the Luger pistol operates on a recoil principle, and by placing a heavy silencer on the end of the barrel, you will cause the gun to malfunction, as the barrel will be too heavy to recoil. Another example of the impracticalities of certain silencers is the case of gas-operated weapons, where the barrel is drilled full of holes or shortened to release the compressed gas. What may happen is that the gas will ease out under little or no pressure and the shot will not be fired. How to build a silencer for a pistol. If one were to employ a silencer on an automatic weapon, he should be especially careful since the absorbent material used is not manufactured to withstand the heat of a steady blast from an automatic weapon. All of these factors should be taken into consideration before attempting to build a device of this nature. Following are illustrations and descriptions of a few basic firearm silencers, but I must repeat the necessity for caution, not only because of possible legal reprisals, but also because if you do not know what you are doing, the chances are extremely great that you will blow your head off. In figure 62, is shown an auto-loading military issue .22 caliber pistol. The barrel casing has been removed and the barrel has been turned down to its minimum thickness. 4 rows of 11 holes have been drilled to permit the compressed gases to bleed out, so making this a silent subsonic weapon. To complete the building of this silencer, all one would have to do is wrap several layers of wire screening around the barrel and cover it with an outer metal casing, which would extend longer than the barrel itself. This section in front of the barrel is packed with washers stamped out of the same wire screen and finally capped with a screw-on metal washer. The silencer will make a .22 sound like a BB gun. On the next 2 pages, I have illustrated an extremely simple silencer, which can be used both with automatic weapons and semi-automatic weapons. A is a Thompson submachine gun with the silencer attached, and C is an M3 submachine gun with the silencer attached. B is a cross-section view of the Thompson silencer, which also applies to the M3. Figure 62 is the silencer for pistol. Figure 63 is the Thompson submachine gun with silencer. Figure 64, cross-section view of the Thompson submachine gun silencer.